United Kingdom. He has a family, his children and wife live in the UK. They are in London. So as the chief whip, I can confirm that he does frequent there. But on this occasion, he was on another private visit to the UK. He was flying on a KLM flight. So naturally, the transit will be through Schiphol in Amsterdam. So it was in Amsterdam that he was stopped, questioned briefly, and detained. And this happened Sunday morning because they left Accra on a KLM flight Saturday evening. Normally the KLM flights, they leave here Saturday, or they leave here in the evenings. So on Saturday he was on the KLM flight that transited and got to Schiphol around 5 in the morning. So through the transit processes, I think by 6:37, he was stopped, questioned, and has been detained since. We have interacted with him. He himself doesn't know. But the snippets of information we got from the security operatives who detained him was that there is a warrant that has been issued by the United States of America for his arrest. And so we've tried to get details of the basis for the issuance of the warrant. We still haven't received anything formal from the security operatives. There is a prosecutor in the matter based in The Hague. So as a step, we have also decided to get a lawyer to represent him. So there's a Ghanaian who is a Dutch-trained lawyer who is based in The Hague. So he's the one we have detailed in consultation with the Ghana's ambassador to The Hague to handle the matter.
Abusia, that is a year the majority chief whip Yera Nelson Dafia Makbo and Aiti and Sema were the etu Janache se what Chema a year Yera Ohene Kwame Frimpong Rashibe Jani Sebe na or da Santia Chim North about one pessoa ano na or call a year mechanic government duties and an hour call and I just say Netherlands a year authorities no ebeche no ewo plane ni mo muche muse or more arrest warrant free the US for no eho ena wo mo ede ekoche no ewo plane no emu nanso okasa ko edu animu no na otie ne nsem a wode etudwa na chese yera Ohene Frimpong na nkasa kra no na onim se yeba beche no but ohwe nsem fufuro mu nso a on your screen so say the FBI has since not communicated officially to us yet on his offense, but his lawyer said the warrant was issued on the 26th of April. And so muchema said the Ghana any US sebe ya yankofa netie no enke wo se ne papemu no US aban ne etimide fa eyemra shebedwafo no akache ansana arrest ne kra akoso knowing perfectly well say he is a parliamentarian. Now, so Yera Dafia majority chief whip na. Nense mo kenyina no kosi said they didn't even know. Obi an farm and Bobby and Brel, they didn't tell them anything. Now, according to OK Frimpong, the lawyers ne there. Omu chema, omo edredwen nsem ni mu ne de kwa ba say what arrest warrant no there US for womu issues warrant no on the 26th of April. And na womu issue warrant nti na chese otimu se na womu monitor Ohene Kwame Frimpong na montuo ni ade and ase omo the warrant na akokoko and so okopie mu on Netherlands na and na omo nso very smart and then omo kwache no ewo plane no eso but then majority chief whip akasa ochem say they have no official details from the FBI and I say US abayin penimfo ho crapo with regards to what is happening, but for the meantime ne de said the wakano no omo pe lawyers de ama OK Frimpong a omo hwe se omo betimi edi nsem no echi but he's safe wherever he is. Na me no ka say the special aid to OK Frimpong Ohene Kwame Frimpong Rashe Bejani as abrede ya chenwa ye kwadua ye de born allegedly ye tete no say he has been involved in some money laundering any can say romance scam in sense ye na him say romance scam any money laundering same way it is happening. People are being extradited from Ghana to US. Any idea the recent one ye de brobro ye ho na ye abutre kade ye nim say we are over with it a benya breathing space kakra ene say Rashe Bejani de aba bebom na ye be kwa kotie nsem a the special aid to Ohene Kwame Frimpong honorable wode atudwa na ye ba ya toa nsem no eso
nenne so minim honorable da etwa to a wo ne kasa ye pa hu say honorable wo fie honorable ye nche no ye da ben
yo menia medamu nyina mase amencha wati oye adom efemfo nyina ne baabi o fidie ku nyina odaroma eda honorable Christ so tukwana yawo memeneda nti saa da no de ne na na constituency ansana all Christ so tukwan
eti after memenda no wasan tenenka bio
oh yes enu akora no yetenenka
mo tenenka mo ne kasa wo phone so anase obi neto mo nkra
debi ene ni din komo ye no yenim se honorable ne ne kasa yi enu ayetenenka
na se ahoma so asem na wo kan phone so
yes
no so we no so we
oh Netherlands maybe a issue no happen in na hwa no
eti na se enkre ba se ye detain no ye no kre o se ye detain no e wo hono mo
oh yes see idea say on say parliament issue statement ya parliament nye biara umubitumi abo muslimu aka asemo inim na yen na no ko na yentenenka until say parliament the issue then say or issue statement say CCI na FBI applique ye ma she be dwane no eno nti my so ye follow up me who say ye no kre eno nti CCI dey obi enim eda wiase nyina ne Ghana ma mu nyina say ye ma she be dwane no ni Ghana ha ne mum o Netherlands.
Abusia, that is the special aid to a honorable Ohene Kwame Frimpong. Rashe Bejani de Emma Asante Achim North Abato Empeswa Eso. One also ababe confirm it. Mu say no kre na womokra ene Ohene Frimpong atwetwe komo ama no e de atudwa se owo Netherlands se aye kase na womo detain no under mechanic said the authority and I said the arrest warrant from the United States FBI for no ehonom enti no sabe de no krem na as to dapotia obabe piemu e Ghana hanom de na wo mu entimi enche but so money na kasa o phone so no bibia edi adanse se ne hoye na he's in safe hands also even though he has been detained and his freedom has been curtailed no bibia chese ne ho eye na enumu no na chese enti e ba ne se ukopiemu ewa Asante Achim North meka ne se constituency ni so wa winim ne constituency no ebinom atete because ensem no aflyer do akire ebinom atete omu chemu se omo de omo entimi nyi ntumu da se omo no ahye bedwani no charges are de bono alleged romance scam money laundering ni ade bi kra atwire ma the tough scammers ni ade wo krodum hanum say no bebre na sika efa ono ni account mu ebi kra atwire mu allegedly no enu nti enotimi win elections no easily esan say omo ehu say he's part of them oboa omo any ade enti no omo hwemu a na chese ewo se omo eto abandema na enu nti no win. These are some of the rumors koso ewo mountain eso ebisu twema the fact that after the 2024 general elections honorable Ohene Kwame Frimpong wini elections ono ankasa etu nenum tuo se elections na we win ne de wode ne ho akwadom the majority in parliament NDC sabi omo kwa wonemu bi recently krache yekoche no na he was in the company of some MPs make to me aka say the Ashanti regional chairman on regional minister no account will be on no crowd they were because amount for tagging too much with regards to these issues. There were other people no money na can ho asa same way esi enti prempren there said the majority chief whip e de atodwa no omonya lawyer e de amana omo e hwe baby a ensem no e be call akwa kodro update bi e be pie mu aba concerning honorable Ohene Kwame Frimpong ne detainment no ye de ebebre ahwefo. Now yemfri nsem way eso na yenkopie mu e won nsem foforo so asese the woman of the moment what trending den e Ghana hanum say Bridget Otu oye nsentroni. Now Sasha Fobe Kaya somewhere 2024 new mu na chese protest be so on the streets of Accra occupy Jolobi protest no so demonstration yi na nyasem ketwa na demonstration yi so no apparently no de koba no ene say Jolobi house protest inti na chese sa protest na so a ebeto odwa Bridget to mu be kasa say police for no ama hando omo pepper spray di nsuo ni ade no de koba no ene say de court etimi atena nsem ne so omo chem say was Ghana police for damages of 150,000 Ghana cedis de Emma Bridget Otu any nipa mienu bi eka ho uhwe nsem ni mu nso ebusuafo apparently no sabe there are other illegal fees was Ghana police service funds assign etua de Emma Bridget Otu any nipa mienu a wo mo eka ho report ewo honoma enche yebeko akwakotie with regards to this particular incident in Chiremu de see ye wo court niam enam so nyina sabe court no ehwe ye di so ane wo mo edisa verdict we ababeto emonten so yenko na ebusuafo yenko tie emra na yeba yatoa ensem no eso
ensem troni odi mu akotene papa na amanobo ni Chirem se bire bi atwam wo no empenufo ye chire bi ewo Ghana wo tuni din occupy Jolobi house protest na saa wo ye chire na course wo no Ghana fo ensem twerefo nipa dodo na omodo omani munyam ekokota saa wo ye chire na chi no police fo de won sake kan nipa bi papa enye fidi agro na ewura mu hunu mu TV so Bridget wono krampo no atade ye no blouse no ayade a ekowie chi no krampo na chese ate na eno na chese wo ye chi na chire no empinfo de asemi ekokoda court atena asemi so aka na afina court etimesi ginaye ewo saa asem no ho anne na court edi ginasie no ebaye na we 150,000 Ghana cedis a court ahye say police entua informa sa nipa ya wasa ahye biem so won sam 30,000 Ghana cedis enfam piso emranimfo a mpinifo yi faye na omohwe ye ka asem de ma wo mo no eka bi aba no police adwumakuru na yesi pia candidate to omo so omo nsanhwe na omuntua emfa enka ho na wo kire mu say owura Bridget de ono no boy esi bu no ma wo hu se na ne ho abia kakra se na me kire mu no blouse ehye no mpo saada no yade a ekokoteye enu nti no ono no reporter wo de na police no ofofro so efe ne Vanessa Boatin wono so mu kire mu say omo kye no e de ne kokusie ne phone ye gi edifri ni nsemu a yamma ho kwan po so be friend lawyer na po be friend abusuafo no ma hu ni say o je police fo akache eno so mu kire mu say police fo mu tumi no mu di ma ne broso ofofro no so e friend George Anyan wono so sa Anyan wono so ne de no omobo no esan so no mu susu say o ye stream live stream demonstration ne course on ne phone ne wayi na chese wo di stream live and so police fo chire mu say sa na muntu na opanyini tu sa abre no enya de omani je ho nti omo do mo sake kan pa enti sa mpenifo yi na omaka bomu a omo de asem no akwa court na wo fa lawyer ADP so court ahye say ensem omo de ba be dan court no omudie wom trodo police adwumako no ntumi no wodie e ma ne boroso nti sika 150,000 potasika police nhwe na wontua informa mpenifo na afin so no e ka bi e omo boye court ba any lawyer omo fa no 30,000 Ghana cedis omo sentua na omo fa MP so
abusia manebo a aba efa ensem no eho na yekotie na chese sesei de occupy Jolobi protester so ma sebe insentroni Bridget Otu na tade tete ne ade other people were handled by the Ghana police service no court no atemu a wo mo ede aba eno no na is 150,000 Ghana cedis wo betua 30,000 Ghana cedis legal fees and so Ghana police for na obetua na say utimu say we de atadwe meka ne say Bridget Otu ene amanfo mienu bi e ka ne ho no wo mo ate denne Ghana police for aso ayehye pa e wo sa kwan no eso now ye hwe nsem ni mu na edo musuko Oben said there is a lot of things that went on during the Occupy Julobi protest. No, I nay aqua and same way nyinaba. A lot of people na omukra any that say definitely there was going to be a positive outcome for the protesters. But Oshe and some na ebane de anache say this is a good one. Now, yeah, the way better screens so the amount and Oshemwa na chese is telling about how everything unfolded with regards to that particular protest. No, protest ni de abusia ne hu papa Oshe said they na for any abre and also sebe na omu share omo ahokeka no mani abre so omo de beye protest no, and at the end of the day no they got manhandled from the Ghana Police Service na utimi say na sebe ano oshe. Now yenshe in same way emu with regards to this whole protester so now yenshe in same ni mo you realize that everything that started started from the Occupy Julobi protest said an American just say court fines please 150,000 for abusing Bridget Otu, 2 others. Ushemwa say an Accra High Court has awarded 150,000 in damages against the Ghana Police Service for violating the fundamental rights of journalist Bridget Otu and 2 other individuals during the Occupy Julobi House protest. The court also ordered the police service to pay an additional 30,000 to cover legal costs incurred by the 3 applicants in pursuing the case. Delivering judgment on Thursday, May 14th, Justice Brew ruled that officers of the Ghana Police Service acted unlawfully and breached the constitutional rights of the victims despite being mandated to protect citizens. Enti hana asem no ewo. Enti utie ensemo Justice Brew editu jani de anache se ochema Ghana Police Service for womo adwuma womo eye ne saada no sebi womo etia emra no so by omutetia protesters no womo emfa ahudie so ena afen so no nanko so womo bom ho ban they rather ended up manhandling them. According to the court's finding, the conduct of the police during the protest was described as unconstitutional, with the judge citing incident of physical assault, unlawful detention, and interference with personal freedom. Inti eno na chese ohye Bridget Otu anatade baby te ebinum nso ye chi omusie ya no mabusuafo krani baby omo wo na afa ebinum so wa ye gigi omo phones ni ade free omo nsem say be ya omo ntimi operate. Enti usha based on this no na chese court ni ejina so a womu decide say womu ebe pass womu verdict on the see ewo Occupy Julobi protest no ekoso no ehu enti ene amanfo abo court abaso pa say womu etimi ape atentene de ama Ghana for. Now yenko other issues on the same matter anase nsemo ekoso ewo Ghana hanum say me no ka say nano ada na ebeto odwa se NPP wo mo organizer bako David Sando ya che no na ni nyina se be post bi a okoye about can say Dumso is back ni ade protest ni call so ni ade ye hu se NPP mpanifo ni bi kopie mu wo police headquarters ma na aye bubruja eventually ye share na abeto dwa se wo mo no na me ne o ka say ya sign police headquarters and as a police mpanifo assign invite another NPP ni ebie mebusia. It looks like this year is really going to be long for the New Patriotic Party. Abrantie nidindi Nana Ado Nyame ade asabre de o mama ni invite the call police headquarters me no ka say NPP amanyoko ni mu mpanimfo ene ade nyina akopie mu ho se o de o mo ntwe emfa ma NDC for instance mo ni so mo ene o mo taye kire o mo sa de we yenhwe video no emra na yentoa ensem no eso. So that is the premises of the police headquarters after say CID in penning for invite Nana Adunyame say Omra no montoto na no ono nso yobia we di na grow ye pa wo social media no so no na yehu say the likes of Honorable Mavis Hawakumsin, the former MP de Emma Ewutu Senya East any other party mpanimfo any ade akwakopim wo ho a protested den na ni nyina mu no the national youth organizer Nana B waba be kasa sabre de whatnet nensa wo stand dogbe na afa Felix Kwachi Ofusu eso se wo mo eno mutu echire ama David Sandra dan wada ye che no se wakoposti a post about Dumso is back no Standogbe ene Felix Kwachi Ofusu eno mo nsa ehya ase a wo mo try de ombetimi bia se ombe intimidate the communications team members edema the New Patriotic Party yenkoti nsemo a Nana B ede etuja.
Your friend David Sandwa. Ono adi okoye ya ne se okoposti wo Facebook. Billboard a ewo ho a Yewura Mahama mfoni wo so. Ode to wase se Dumso is back. Obi anso ni se Dumso is back. Na yese Felix Ofosu Kwachi ene Standogbe Adamfo bi a ye frɛ no Orlando Bakawo so. Na oni advertising company na ono na ode Yewura Mahama mfoni boss wa na ye dey celebrity a year anniversary nti saa picture no na omukofa ya omusisan ni na omutro Dumso is back nti saa omo adamfo no etikwa pai na sanse ne namfofo wa ban mu no mu otubi nti no okọ report asem de ma national security na national security for de akentinka ememe kuta tuo asese omonim mask eburudu ede lankusas miyunu ekọ aguna so aduro so mokọ akofa such a harmless young man efi ne store a oye wa aguna so aduro no makofa ne fira no bebi a omre ne koyindim omo amu obi amane Ghana ha yemra wa ha wachi wa ase yakirewa o se kan de kunti a yakirewo akirewo so we na waye nti de woko na busuafo ni bebi de ko ne maame esu sa party for onso ni abre the following day the candidate secretary ho ne mpanifo a aka ho e ma yeko national security omo so oni ho omo hu no omo nim suspect bi a friend David Esando yeko police ID yeko cyber crime unit omo so muni mu bia sa yeko special investigation unit omo so muni mu bia sa ho no ho ene ma ye ne breye se mo police ID for na bre bi atwam mo send a message come an say mo ton sa afre no na obi aba be complain mo ye investigation bi into false publication enti mo na ye de ho so bo ne ntansa ne ya bebo ti hu ya brand ye na if you ye call national security beam almost ni wa saba signals bureau ye free ho no anu mo se ni bureau mu ne tisi so mo de no ko biye na mi wa so ne akobiye na ya akotra ho no be don hwere be baako almost uni ho no mu ni
so ebusi amane bo a free Nana B the national youth organizer edema the New Patriotic Party no NIT o chemu a omani bre abre nyina ene se abrantie David Sando omunim se Standogbe ene Felix Kwachi Ofusu na wo monsa sha ase asebe na wo monpese wo be kire be bi potin a wo de abrantie no akwa because wo mu chinya ko various security agencies ahodo ni nyina na enya de a omunim ba bi potia abrante no ewo echire ansa womo ede ne ekwakopie mu ewo BNI a womo nso edi echire na womo ekohu ne sanse na enibre eya aba abusuafo enim ba bi a womo de hye wo eni ade a na eha adwene yie pa enti eye nana bi and our baby chim now say what's in some more Canada. This is looking more or less like a witch hunting bisan san on person much say NDC for and ashada and I sebe wo mudi omani esi MPP communications for no so just because say woman who say womo ebo mo homodene promote party no. That is what Nana B is saying. And to share screen or say NPP social media activist Nana Ado Nyame summoned by CID to report at headquarters on May 14th amid rising political tension. Into they say there, onu su kopie mu ho na say MPP for so mu di nachi na omukomu ba bi potia wo mo ede no eko. Enti eguso ayehwe ba bi asansem we nso ebeko akwakodru. Now many woka say ye be free Ghana hanum say na ya kwakopie mu ewo South Africa mine mu na ye ko South Africa ye kwakopie mu ewo Cape Town abusuan sabre a many woka say authority South Africa empanimfo a mepa atre the Department of Home Affairs Ministry for no omode meka ne say issue of authority aba beto mountain so say woman mpenimfo anase dwumefo sa ministry ni woman tisi mountain so Cape Town honom na illegal foreigner bia owo krodwem wo say onipa bia owo South Africa man Cape Town honom a oni enkrata no womo empamo no emfemfri Cape Town ho they should sack them so womo mpamo mu nyina na omu nyina emfi kro no so enko ba bia womo efri by na busua ensem wa ekoso no enye nsem ketwa yenko na yenko hwe de ekoso
I will get the picture. What?
Don't pull me like this, I'm staying with him. I'm staying with him. It's my husband.
Hey, go with the husband. Yes, and then the captain there's a case open against you, and then we have to take you to the police station for interrogation.
You have to take me
to the police station for questioning.
Yes.
As soon as possible. So
is Captain Collins here?
I don't know about Collins, but I take you to the police station for questioning.
What decision? Where do you? Who do you?
This is how a foreign nationals are umako PMU ewo South Africa. Ye chema unye South Africa ni na uwa South Africa maini mu unin krata dia. Ewe hu said ye chu omo form ni ade ade na say ye pamo mo ede free ye Cape Town. Nesa sabre de otimu say South Africa for no they are not giving up any moment from now. Omo ni abrepa say whatever may come no they are not entertaining any foreign national bia wonkra enkrata ewo eye South Africa mainu emu ninyina emu no womo echiremu a womo ema eye African migrants and say before Ghana for Nigeria for Malawi any African country mu nipa bia wo South Africa no womo chiremu a eye xenophobic mob for ni chiremu a omo up to 30th June. So womu free South Africa mu enko. They should forget about what any authority is saying. Omu forget the police for camp. Omu forget the abain penim for air camp. Then they should leave. And no name same as the same. Womu eda womanwa. Womu edebo Africans, other Africans are womu ewo South Africa no. Womu ede obo mu koko. Yenkotie enonso emra.
Where are you from?
Yes.
Where?
Yes.
Huh?
DRC.
DRC. So what are you doing here? Because we've been calling for you guys to leave the country. Why are you still here?
I was not to school for children.
No, my brother. No. Please respect what we are saying and don't try and oppose what we are doing. Don't listen to the government. Don't listen to the police. Don't listen to anyone. Just listen to us. We are saying this peacefully. Please go to your country. 30 June is the deadline, but it's not like you must leave on the 30th of June.
Yes.
Don't leave on the 30th of June. Leave now, because the 30th of June I can't control people of South Africa. All right, let's do the right thing. Respect our country. Respect us. Wait.
You sit down here.
Yeah. What were you doing here?
No, I have a business here, so I was going to school here. I was going to have a trip, so I was going to take something for us.
So who's this?
This is a boy, I know he's staying to here.
Yeah, so why is he running away?
I don't know.
Why are you running away?
I'm scared.
Why?
I'm scared.
Do you know we started do you know what we started this thing in January, and we've been asking you guys to leave the country because we want to sort out our things in town. Why are you still staying in town? Well, because we've been begging for 6 months. We've been begging you guys to leave South Africa. Why are you still here? And then when you see us, you are running. So you are running. Where are you coming from? Uganda. So as you were running to Uganda. Where were you running to? Don't do this. No problem. You understand? The fight is not about you.
Yeah,
the fight is about correcting the systems and fixing our country. So we don't want to have a problem with you. Just please go.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
And what are you doing here in town?
For na the xenophobic mob no wo mo emu nkrofo ni bi e no mo de kokobo Emma other Africans a wo mo ahia wo mo kire mo say masa ma ye pese wo te ase ne say yen so ye pese ye siesie ye man we too we want to arrange our country, fix our country. Enti Emma mo up to 30th June leave South Africa. Na 30th June ne kra no tie nsem abrante ne ka na enye se wo ma oka so wo ma up to 30th June nti no o twen up to that 30th June ampeniampa ansana we free eyekro leave before that 30th June, because apparently you know that 30th June is even going to be more chaotic than we are seeing right now. Ewo krono emunese say there it's not really safe like that in South Africa. They are saying say we are African na wabe piemu ewo Hong Kong there and say account na kakra deadline omode mamo 30th June fi okroni soko asumdwe mu omo so mpese omo fixe omo account no na ye nsem asese ukopie mu ewo South Africa mine mu a ababeto emonten so ni nyina mu no another ensem a ababeto yap no so kire mu a na chese mami a woda screen say sui Nigerian born education executive sabre de ya sentence no to 6 years in prison na ne boni a wadi ene say ye kire mu a sika sebe ye de ahye ne nsa se won fan kodi dwumedie fa education ni ade ho no won ne be 1.4 million nkechi eze wadi skano wadi akotwa nanum so wadi yeden na it's very sad. The reason why this issue is trending is amafo bebre kan wasem say these are the attitude they put up in Africa. Oba Africa ha ade omo ya no umo musika so mfa nkodi dwumadia na omo disika no, and I mean they are not accountable. And one thing you need to know is that what this asuban way ekopie mu ewa amanone dia enye trust me enya de asebe omo no omo de ho beche justice will be served and you'll be punished accordingly. Enti sabe amene wo kase de nkechi eze the US Federal Court a sentence in intuition somewhere how say a US Federal Court has sentenced Nigerian born education executive Nkechi Eze to nearly 6 years in prison for stealing $1.4 million meant for vulnerable preschool children and low-income families in Michigan. Prosecutor says the fraud collapsed the non-profit she founded, leaving dozens unemployed and disrupting support for hundreds of families. And because of onone selfish interest and gain in Tino, Nkechi Eze sebe sika de amano a wode eboa the vulnerable no or no ediskana eden akwaye na ade ama sabe de amanfo bebre ahwe omadwuma because of or no ne decision I will take here. And I think so no sebe ebusuafo ne mmofra wo muhia mboa no say some one ko ntimi anye den enya bie ma amanfo chim say this is very bad. Sebe before wo eko hold positions ewa amanoni they keep on disgracing us day in day out with wo musubanya wo modete Africa ha. And in Africa, they are always stealing one way or the other. Omo they are buying no mu di and no so no mu dia kopie mu US and then Nkechi me no ka say there ya sentence no to 6 years in prison. Now, yemfri Nkechi nsemi so na yembra Ghana hanum say ya. Onipa ba ko no so sabre ne ho abetom ne ho nsem abetom monten so Gold Board CEO Sami Jemfi na de ebobo ba no ebusia ensem o eba ne say allegedly by 2029 there na Sami Jemfi ya sentence no ama na kwa face jail sentence and say yehwe maami Nkechi de ya na say sa na ekono. Now, according to information I eba na say Sami Jemfi aye niam bi before Gold Board there was PMMC na no wo the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. I say all of a sudden NDC buy almost some rebranding ye be one say Gold Board abe replace PMMC ama Sami Jemfi and abe CEO obetina so there've been a lot of scandals aba out and din abe for him na ene de eba no ensem foforo okateche free fa and aba bonten abechense muochem said this guy has a limited time to live freely in this country because in boni awodi ni sumase no ni nyina dead nkitinkiti yenko na yenko tie okateche free fa ensema wodi ato monten so
ene ensemo a yede ba ye ne very tie Gold board in Sensem and they are very critical. Apart from gold board in Sensem, many interested in BBR. Is here Yanam studio no, Bigare and my friends here Remunity. Ya babia topic bia ababia wamuye de defa ho bia no. We will just come and move it quick. Na ye free ho. Na yan kan sisu bia say samejamfi any gold board. IMF ese samejamfi ede yako ye dichim samejamfi bai obetena so wo chirechirim oso wonfa yanko dichim bia. Now the truth will be revealed today. We will go to the heart of the illegality being perpetrated by the CEO of Gold Board and his Gold Board, because the mandate that was given to a Gold Board through the act in establishing Gold Board are very clear on what the Gold Board must do. And so Samija Mfisi wano die Bank of Ghana asuma no wano die obesa asumo bi foforo wa abre mrane ma no kwan so asumo obia na oba ye obetena ase wo kasa no Samse Ladia nyani wa musa ne question sesame na emra no ehemfa ne ma utumi se obetam Ghana sika ede ama eye obi se onkonkoto ne mamre ye wa abre awo ne asoma wo. So first of all yenkansi su bia se Sameja mfi ba ye adwuma ne bo ayi kasa wo ka nyina no Gold Board adwuma pa wo ye ne so oye goro boy tienie be kire mu akire se be ya obeti ase e ma obi amfa brofo nwurawura. Gold Board per act na establish Gold Board no one Bank of Ghana adwuma a wo mo ye no eye goro boy adwuma na oye enya me na meka me kire obabi a Sameja mfi eka kire so o Gold Board ama omanya mfaso na mfaso no ma musa ne se Sameja mfi Gold Board no okoto de an wonya so mfaso. So first of all Bank of Ghana ne pese ono oye program bi ye free bi gold for reserve, gold for oil, gold for debe ni nyina ne se Bank of Ghana hia gold na onya gold no a obesto bi reserve no obesto bi wodi bi bekwa adwama so akwa akoton am nya forex wodi bi nso be exchange eye for oil instead so ba akoto dollar. But Bank of Ghana na anka sentiment nsi dwom enkonkoto gold ne ma tienie. Iti Bank of Ghana esuma eye Gold Board mo amote makola mo amote di brofo no mo ka ni nyina na se kire nie. Bank of Ghana kuresika wode pe gold wato wode ba gold no a obesto bi obeyese ne tenteni ni tietia nyina ne se Sameja mfini ni Gold Board na Bank of Ghana esuma no se onkono onkoto eye gold ne mre Bank of Ghana eti ye di sika ama no tienie o na Sameja mfini Gold Board ne se omonan ye omoya wo muntimi nko eti eso omo pe eye obi foforo ya to ne din Bar Rock sa Bar Rock ne mra magisika na ye de ama ono Sameja mfino any Gold Board na ofa nko na onkoto gold ne mra na oba ye be ma ono Bar Rock commission kakra ansa na Sameja mfini nso agi gold ni for Bar Rock no ho a wode akoma Gold Board na ono so Gold Board etua ne wode akoma Bank of Ghana na Bank of Ghana ama ne commission kakra eti Sameja mfi adwuma wo ye nyina ani na asa wunyimi ni a yenkohwe eye the quarterly report of eye Sameja mfi ni Gold Board a wo mo ankasa edito ho enyeme na meka the quarterly report of eye Gold Board or say omo report for 2025 womunya sika to the tune of okay so yenhwade omo quarterly report for 2025 the third quarter womunya sika to the tune of 86.62 million Ghana cedi every BOG ho sasika we na Sameja mfiso waya ade enti yemo yensem ma no edi eti ni yemo yensem ma no because Sameja mfi J Bank of Ghana sika no wode koto gold e buy na Bank of Ghana so mema commission kakra bi ntije anu wama ne commission na Sameja mfi di akoto ne ho eti ukodu Gold Board books mu dia omo akwaje eye Bank of Ghana sika. So in the face of it, about a Gold Board books no eye clear eye kama Sami Jemfi nya sika begum. But Bank of Ghana also cotton gold no no so nya bi. The second quarter Sami Jemfi enya 213 million 837 Ghana cedi every a year a Bank of Ghana ho BOG ho. Question ye bebusa a gold board ne Sami Jemfi say Ejuma be no mo ye ya Bank of Ghana tria almost sika to the tune of 600 million plus. First one omunya 386. Second one Bank of Ghana tria omuka to the tune of 213. It will come more. Sami Jemfi the gold board ne enya 600 million. Every Bank of Ghana ho ejuma be no mo ye. Omo adwuma nyina ne se so omo kogigi gold ne ba. Na omo di gold no abre eye Bank of Ghana. Na Bank of Ghana etua omo commission kakra wo so. Na Sami Jemfi di akoto ho. Osi oh me ko ne nam kototo gold na me di ama Bank of Ghana ne die. Se Bank of Ghana etua me commission 600 million. Momo mo nsem mami because my ade pa. Di Sami Jemfi say why ade a yenti bi da ebi ma da ye hu su bi da no. The tintini ni tietia nyina ne say Sami Jemfi timi ko ne nam ye. Ekogigi gold e ba ye ma Bank of Ghana. But question ye bebusa ne say gold no or the babedru a Bank of Ghana timi etua etimi ton gold ni nyamfaso ana. The answer is no. Yentia ye no ne say IMF say Bank of Ghana e boka. Sami Jemfi so dabi Bank of Ghana e moka. Maybe gold board me moka. The entire Sami Jemfi gold board ne moka ne eye because at the end of the day ono Sami Jemfi de onkoton. But or the gold ne kwama Bank of Ghana enchobo tie no adoso ba rock enchobo tie ne ni ho ba omia time. But Sami Jemfi de enchobo tie abeshim. E wo ba rock ho e mo mu ti enchobo. Ansa no ono ne kwa or the kwama Bank of Ghana yasa ama ni enchobo e wo ho. Eti enchobo tie na bedoso. First, and now gold for a year revenue, gold for oil, gold for wine. Now Bank of Ghana talk about 80%. Every the big mining companies. Now big mining companies on Bebano. Now Oma Huru gold ni wunyina kama so asay anyone whining in a ne intria. And as I made them I was so on tom free big mining companies in war. Or better free small scale mining galamsey for tienye. Nemo no obe charge Bank of Ghana additional assay sika. It is Sami Jemfi the gold ne koma Bank of Ghana. Or the gold board, or the koma Bank of Ghana. Omo bete bar rock commission free. Omo bete assay in free. And sign a gold board na kasanswa charge Bank of Ghana. It is the first a drama so a 100 Ghana cedi. Before sanke the gold ne beba ne ebia Bank of Ghana beto gold na around 98 Ghana. Now we know they are called a drama so akoton no ebi 100 Ghana no anya 2 cedi. And then answer na Sami Jemfi bema gold na free. Bawa rock ho abedru ono ne ho. Na wode akoma eye Bank of Ghana no. Na si gold no ebo ko be 110 cedi. Tie ni o. If say nchobo tie no adoso wo mu bebre. Eje me na meka. IMF report and eka yengogo he IMF report. Now IMF report say Sami Jemfi and the gold board no aboka egu Bank of Ghana e booksum. The enti o maboka egu Bank of Ghana booksum ne say sika na yesenka Sami Jemfi e de kwakoma gold board no. By the time e be do gold board no honanka ye be 10 cedi. He says Sami Jemfi ne e ba ko do na ye be 110. The gold board koton anye yi. But the acquire bone of contention, whether or not Bower Rock company no kura or your company beya. And the abeshe emranua edikan sete gold board no. Nia has a gold board beti me asete a year another company over there is weather near too hot in Timanom a year hot tea. And the hot tea is a bit of course. Now, yeah, Sami Jemfi kofa ade way by say a bar rock no ne license a wodi ye adwuma. Nanso ohwe krataa ni din pa, mo hwe krataa ni din pa. Ohwe krataa ni din pa, obo se krataa ni ye twatare. Enjoy for hu se krataa ni ye twatare. Eti wo hwe ha. Mo hwe ase. Ade asame jamfide be kire ye se gold board no a ono yama na adwuma so onkonkoye no. License we na ye issue man 2016. Enya no kore. We uhwe di je de sabi one co school. Baby a yatro not to be used by individuals no. Hwe ho din ubo se yatro yatwa krata and ye de atare so. Osha baby a yatro not to be used by individuals now. Ubo se yatwa krata de atare the original ade no so. Afa sa hwe baby a yatro name of company no. Ubo ho se ehon so yase atwa krata ene de atare so. Eti Joy, my Joy FM, Joy for Kokaso, PMMC for Maba Rock, a year license in 2016. Wait on the but the one name Yansa Kurasha sa license we are. Obe say license we a fake. If say krata no odi share license.
Abusia na ye free ensem we so na say Bar Rock license no e na akotwetwe we nyina ababa then me no wo ka say Ghana hanum say e akra ha games bi e koso African games athletic games bi e koso e wo Ghana hanum say ama sebe Uko internet ni so the internet is basis and samanfo bebre chirima. This has shown the incompetence of the sports minister Yera Kofi Adams. Wamu chirema papa yi sebe a whole Ghana or mind to say Ghana you had the opportunity to host African games ama sebe me no ka say and you were athletes from Nigeria, from South Africa, across other African countries abe piemu ha games ne koso ewo University of Ghana sports stadium na ensemo ebebo ba ne chese bibia enkoyi from the games to internet to food chese aye nsem bebre na de aya asefem kra ne se games na ekoso na busuafo some of the games no you suppose ni ade na ubenwa ne se gba na polebu pa day 1 po buye day 2 po buye day 3 po what is happening among for them say this is a very big disgrace. I wait say the preparation and organization core into the African senior athletics games no ankoye na we very embarrassing to Ghana. The sports minister no has to come and explain the course so e want me nchire mu so a ene President John Dramani Mahama empam no ano no resign because we good Ghana yenim ase ankasa. Now there is a video a trend. That particular video is really trending after say an athlete na sebe or in position say o ba beye ne particular game now all of a sudden po ne jeka na ebuye wa o sha ebusia asefem yenhwe video no emra. For na chese African Senior Athletic Games ekoso University of Ghana Sports Stadium no the ACC wo hono no na obeka so na se we the TC the ebusia enya baako enye mienu games omo ye day 1 obi po bui day 2 obi po bui ena de ya ne se post na ebu no so ponye se Ghana for po na anase Ghana contestants bimpo outsiders ena tebe omupo ebu ebi bisa say po ben no mukotoye ana athletes for nankasa no omoko no omudi omupo koye ana sesen because enim guase we there we've been watching this game in other countries ekoso ne ehunzu obi apo abu je bia athletes nankasa na ontimi nhuri ye na afi wakwafa ade na se po bebu ade ni mfimfin de na chese ebia sebi ebi no mo chemu kra na logistics na ekomu no ene purchasing of the poles no ubekomu near the contract ni komo obi ene wakofa inferior poles e de aba be guga na eni ma se nti e wo share the sports minister no otimi ba abonten na obecheche nsem no emu na we ekoso no there've been a lot of reactions from some Ghanaians wo mu echemu say we there is a not this is a very embarrassment to the highest degree ebinu che say with all that is happening ye post in some free eduane ni internet and some foreign journalists cry complaining about internet so mbetimi kra they are posted the course no kra no ayasem e wo Ghana ha now yenkotie some of the grievances among for the atuja
Honorable Kofi Adams oguma ni ma se papa hey sa African Athletics Championship na ye no Legon Stadium no enim guase na mo de ma o man na edoso dodo if we knew we were not prepared na nsese dwumaji ne kwaje tu ho so no kwasam ne say yes enya ban we na agi ade na ya na it is a flimsy excuse enya na agi enti de on buy say na contract loan na scan ba omonye yes almost on budget for the whole ade ni na $4 million about 40 billion and the money has not been released I'm just paying South Africa for Alice na buy no almost ko di dia omo jino na yi akoko namba akwa ma yes o yi fofura na dan ntokwa yes ye ma onyi na my way on nipa kasa dodo ebra ye African Games okroma na mpanyi for the price almost spending $15 million on dollars on feeding islands from across Africa na by hey and o ma wies kanu and ye be chi obi atum and ye say me ma international competitions yes okay we don't yamfa aduane obi gira ho na aba na oyi akoko namba akwa ma busa producer and China o mo call Afcon I will Cote d'Ivoire here. When you get to the media center, they serve you. In fact, you be a serve you. Fridge is your and almost talking with drinks. And the more sad pie and this animal so baby who did your pan was what I call. You're not ready. I could go and one Would him say, can you need to be doing? Would him say, watch now? Time. I would to be carried. You know, say 100 meters. Me 10.6 obi 9.6 ebi ni ho ntu ya ansa na wakobi sampa ifo me tu say what be that nations for cry games kwa enza and no kwa de mti atwa me nsuru mu kra na se yese ba bia ansa ntro for cry ebe ye omodwuma no ebi ni ho ana anim say internet o ma disconnect internet o baby answer job for international journalists no mabana omo file omo report
abusianfo na chese eniema ekoso ewo games no ekoso wo Legon Sports Stadium no na ye titibie no na uhwemu amafo bebra start edroyi make a comparison with all African games ekoso during the NPP era sa games ne ba so no so ehun se other African countries emu athletes eni ade be pie mu Ghana ha sei no ye se NPP fo diskane ade eno ene bi chemu se sika sebe MDC fonso echire mo mode organize games in any the feedback ayetete aduane ni ade uko internet ni so I see some of the football abehu emu kotwepia bi ni for ye bi so ne nchen ye nim se no kra se aduane no mo che wo hode a na se nim guase nde ya fa ne se kabane slit ene ya hye e wo Ghana hanum se na onipa ba ko a wono nso akasa ye niwo Botswana wo mo technical director wodi atudwa se games na wo mo ye ne sebe time a eboho kure be kire se asumasi ana se athlete A ana B wo ko be 5 minutes ana say no sebe wo munim enti games ne kura no omu hu ni ti ehun ni dua ehun ni mfimfin nobody knows how the game is going ba ko tie Botswana wo mo technical director nsemo a wo de atudwa ye ba beto aso.
And so I'm going to say this, that given all the chaos that has happened at these championships, I will not be surprised that at the end of this competition, all the times and all the distances on all the records from this competition will be scrapped. It has happened before. In Nigeria, in Asaba 2018, World Athletics scrapped every single result. And with this level of disorganization and this level of chaos, all of the efforts of these athletes might just end up being cost 90 work, because World Athletics are not far from discrediting and scrapping all of these records from this competition, because it is so obvious that there's issue with the timing and that the results are not dependable.
Problem has been the absence of results. You would expect that at this level, as soon as the athletes are done with their competition, we are able to get the results, instantly. We are also able to, to be able to plan ahead, because with the results, and then the athletes can then start, planning for the next, round of competitions. So the results management has been a little bit of a problem. And the fact that we do not have live screens here where we can see results as events end is a big problem for us. Yeah, it's a big problem for us. We are not able to plan ahead. My coaches are out there; they don't know what to tell the athletes. So really, that is not something that we expected. So far,
we be say enimguase mfata okeni ba say enimguase we de Ghana ya hia ne se crown yeti, because we share the reports are ebana na chese bibia, everything shows that there was a disorganization. Nunti na say Honorable Kofi Adams, the sport minister, sabe den ho aba asem de mu odi amafo chim said this shows incompetence at the highest level. Until was say or resigning on penimguase or no resigning, and now says President John Dramani Mahama empenitum penenoa was say inimenimia who sent krata ne fly say he's been sacked and now somebody reallocating into a different ministry, so they are any more, but say sports ministry what they enimguasia wo de aguye enough is enough. Games kakreya or mobile organizing na Ghana yenso de agi edin and they say mabeguye ni ma sepoto say be time ampo aya asemwa utie some of ensemwe bana say it can even affect the results, the genuity of the results, because bibi anyone no ma display chese ade ne say na ekọ and I say ekọ same ne nyina mu no koko anyudohu ono nso aba bonten aba be kasa de afa this particular mechanic say African Senior Athletic Championship Games here ekoso no ono nso chemu a de ekoso ne de near time papa emfata Ghana ba ku say kra nti etimi atena ho ama se nimguase we aba bedru ya pono ano a enye nipa sebe woda no and it was said you holding no accountable for what is happening currently. You go take you do and say with the tuja.
Very sad, isn't it? As a nation, as a people, what we are witnessing. The hosting of just the athletics championship, the African Athletics Championship. I recall, just as a matter of consistency, as a nation builder, as a prophetic, non-partisan voice in this country, in relation to sports, the Ghana Black Stars had a very competitive match going on at the Babayara Sports Stadium in Kumasi. President Mills was president. I was presidential spokesperson, head of communications at the presidency. Lights went off. Through search, we believed it was sabotage, and mandated to speak. I said, we'll conduct investigations. If people are found culpable, then heads will roll. Of course, people decided to play all kinds of propaganda with it, but facts are still facts. I never dismissed anybody. I was emphatic. The voice clips are there. I said The matter will be looked into, and if anybody was found culpable, then heads will roll. Fast forward. Look at what is happening. So embarrassing, disgraceful, unacceptable. I remain consistent on this matter of what is happening at the Legon Sports Stadium that has succeeded or is succeeding in embarrassing Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana. On principle, I state again emphatically and unequivocally, heads must roll. I repeat, heads must roll. For the third time, heads must roll. This nonsense must stop. They must stop now.
Still on the issue of the disorganization of the African Athletics Senior Competition at our University of Ghana, Legon, and South African Minister for Sports and Arts as well as culture are reacting to the whole issue. I mean, some of the athletes, particularly an athlete via a friend or Aiden Smith and now actually say Ghana has said from accommodation to food they haven't treated them well enough. Intiama South African Minister for Sports and then Culture, and so at the press release about Beton Mountain, so or try say all calming nerves down, all calming athletes down, say they should things are going to be worked on. So on your screens a press release from the Ministry of Sports and then Arts was South Africa. Yes, say following the producer Bemana Clerk Akramai. So South Africa for Minister for Sports and then Culture and so about betre na drain afa the whole issue AC Ghana has say about this organization of sports University of Ghana Sports Stadium, how some of the athletes in treaty fine in relation to accommodation food near the so some days back now one athlete via short put athlete Aiden Smith or this some video be better mountain so say baby omoda de omotra na enye kra enti I was say impenimfo ye bibi fa ho we nam so ma South African for Minister for Sports and then Culture at the press release be Abba Beto and Mountain. So I say following the circulation of the video on social media by South African shot put athlete Aiden Smith expressing concerns about the conditions at the on-site athlete accommodation at the University of Ghana Stadium in Legon. Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, Mr. Gayton Casey took immediate steps to investigate and address the situation. And see, after say outlet releases a video on baby omoda enyeno and I mean South African for you Minister for Sports and Culture releases a communique. So Smith has been competing at the 24th African Athletics Senior Championship in Accra, Ghana, from the 12th to 17th of May 2026, where South Africa has fielded a competitive team of 34 athletes. The tournament brings together more than 1,500 athletes and officials from across the continent. Ghana is hosting the event for the first time. I mean, after 2023, I hosted national games. It's the first time Ghana hosted a championship that is related to athletics. I say, upon seeing the video and subsequent media reports, Mr. Mackenzie immediately directed the department to arrange alternative hotel accommodation in Accra for Team South Africa, and offer was communicated to the team. Otrana say after say athletes ni release video about accommodation issues there and then something has to be done about it. Then na it was almost baby from team South Africa ekokoda na Emma Asumdreba. Yet also said the athletes have since indicated that their immediate concerns have been addressed and they have elected to remain at the championship venue accommodation for the remainder of the competition. It is also noted that the 48 countries participating in the African Senior Athletics Championship are residing at the University of Accra in Ghana, where the 2023 African Games were held. Omochana Sam Radio, year to year, in relation to the video, Omaye Bibia Fahuama, Sam Radio, baby Omodade, Asundre Abba. The Minister Mackenzie has requested a full report from Athletics South Africa on the conditions experienced by the delegation and the circumstances that gave rise to the complaints. The welfare of our athletes is non-negotiable. We need to understand what led to these concerns, and our department will continue to monitor the remaining of the days. Omutrana Sam Radio, South African Minister for Sports and Arts as well as Culture, etc. There have to be some sort of details on Suma baby and how it has become now, how comfortable they are as at now. So this is a wake-up call to the games as far as what is happening in Ghana is concerned. South Africa have begun to, put immediate steps and actions. The aim, they say, athletes are very comfortable. Our games, so we look forward to welcoming our athletes home after the weekend, said the minister. The minister congratulates Aidan Smith on his gold medal in the shot and wishes the full South African team continued success in Accra. Some radio na South Africa they are tightening their belt and then hoping for the best. In the during the weekend, Team South Africa eba bedru fie na some bedru na se bibia koswa, they'll be able to congratulate them better na enijeni bibia. Still on the issue on the sports happening at or the athletic competition at University of Ghana. Ni Michael Oti AJ say about Ghana has say about sports journalism and issues related to sports. Yeah, not just Michael Oti AJ, one of the very few journalists that have branded themselves in relation to sports journalism. Or then Simbia Beto Mountain so ultra say this sports University of Ghana Athletic Championship win there shambolic from organization to issues around internet to food and a whole lot. Oh, the Abeton Mountain so ultra say it's everything is shambolic. Young Conco share video ultra how shambolic the game was. So I mean Michael Otie as a sports journalist and Ayebunupa, he's well respected in Ghana as far as issues around sports is concerned. On also a trend during after athletic competition at Ghana, a hosted for the first time Ghana has say how shambolic it is. I mean, disorganized, chaotic, everything is just in the mud. I mean, a number of Ghanaians actually found say this one there is disorganization and it's not the best. So for the first time, a country like Ghana is hosting over 48 countries. As far as sports is concerned, in relation to athletics, in Niamaya Basa, say, on also day in Sambia Babeton Mountain. So, young Conco video number.
So shambolic. In this case, Lai Kingsing says it best. So shambolic. And in many ways, shambolic doesn't even define what we've been seeing at the University of Ghana Stadium. The athletics event was supposed to be the highlight of our excellence, a capacity to organize things. Remember the African Under-20 is coming next year. We hosted the Africa Games. We had its problems in the beginning, and then it turned out to be a wonderful celebration of everything. What we're seeing at the University of Ghana Stadium is unbelievable retrogression. Journalists complaining about a lack of internet, no start list, at least huddling around officials trying to know where they finished, taking away a significant part of the buzz, the excitement and everything that comes with the competition, the unbelievable complaints about food and all that. It's been a real horror show and a bad advertisement for Ghana when you read everything that's going on. And the thing that surprises me is we know we will host this for quite some time. We did the Africa Games, so there would have been the necessary expertise. There should have been the necessary legacy equipments left behind. There was something to build on, and somehow we're here. I've seen some people try to suggest that this is a function of budget and all that. If it's a function of budget, then it is still a function of poor planning. It is still a function of poor execution. It's still a function of poor everything, because any emergency is a function of somebody's poor planning. And it's so obvious in every complaint. How do you bond journalists together with fans in an athletic stadium doing Jama and the rest? This is not a press conference, please. How do you have a situation where you don't have backup for the internet? I heard the explanation for some of the issues with the start times, the internet, about generator and the rest. Plan A, Plan B, Plan C. So everything that's happened so far suggests that we've just badly dropped the ball. Maybe it will change in the next few days. But the last few days have been a reminder that somehow we have a